That was quite an amazing episode of Deku Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Quirk. I'm joking. Episode 115 of My Hero Academia was absolutely fantastic. Seeing Mirko in action did not let me down. Now, granted, could have used a little more crazy animation, but they did a fantastic job on her. I think Mirko was fantastic. Super thighs, love it. Bunny girl, can't be mad. But no, I did get a couple cool surprises in this episode, including a new ship and a little more information about the Nomu themselves. But of course, this is my spoiler thoughts on episode 115 of My Hero Academia, so let's jump into it. Open up the episode, we got a little quick perspective of Deku and team doing evacuations, because obviously that's very important, and let's move on. Let's move on. But no, obviously getting into the nitty-gritty things, seeing Mirko going up against the doctor, this Mocha thing decided to activate on itself in order to protect the doctor, which completely surprised him, but allows him to activate what they call the high ends, which are Nomu that are like the highest standard. Apparently there's lows, there's mids, and then there's high, and then the high ends are like above that. And these are apparently villains that they have been infusing with quirks and obviously corpses of villains, which I think the more and more we see the Nomus, the more it makes it very unsettling, the idea that these are, of course, people that were turned into Nomu, which I guess hits harder when it's people that, Aizawa and stuff know, but still equally kind of sucks. It does make me start to wonder every single time I hear a Nomu say something, I'm going, who could that be? Have we seen a villain in the past that possibly this could be? And it's always a trouble for me because I want to look up to see if I can figure out who it is, but then looking up certain phrases and stuff can end up implying different characters, and then when you're looking them up, you might see manga spoilers. So in the end, I just go, hopefully they'll do a quick flash and go, oh yeah, this was actually this person. It seems like, what was the name? Crust? The guy with the shield? It seems like he knew possibly who the Nomu is that was trying to attack him, so maybe in the following episodes we'll find out. The doctor said something to the effect that when they had All For One with him, he was able to process these quicker, but without him currently there, it takes like 3 months for him to be able to get the quirks to actually stick on the Nomu. By the way, they're 10 times as strong as normal people. They have all these quirks. Obviously makes them very difficult, but even still, Mirko ends up taking down one of them while at the same time losing her arm, which I don't like. I don't like they're already kind of putting her in a bad situation. I mean, I'm always kind of mixed on series like this because it's always as simple as, okay, she's got to go get kissed and then she'll get all better. And then, but at the same time, it just depends on if she can get there before she ends up getting killed because she's taken down one of them. And I think there's 2 more there. So I don't want anything bad to happen to Mirko. Bunny girl must live. Bunny girl must live. And it sucks because with Mirko and how it seems like her personality is, she's not going to leave until she gets her goal. The doctor is her goal, so she's going to have to fight those Nomu just to get to the doctor, and she's not going to turn back now, despite the fact that she technically is in bad shape. But that's why she's number 5. Hopefully she's super strong and she can live through it all. I mean, I would assume the one that Endeavor fought was possibly a high end, so her fighting 3 of them, we'll see. But no, the fight was super cool. Love the shot of her coming out of the pipes all super mad. But yeah, that's when we cut away to the villa where we have, I forget what his name is, the guy that's able to make everything like liquefy. He goes up there, opens up the whole thing. At the same time, we're getting a perspective of Kaminari not being too happy about being on the front line, feeling very afraid, wondering why he's there still. But additionally finding out the only reason he's there and why he allowed himself to go there was because he didn't want to tell everybody no and look bad. But again, this is where we're getting a ship out of nowhere. I mean, I love the ships, the canon ships, so to speak. I mean, we've seen the whole thing with, I think it was Kirishima and Ashido at some point. I think they implied that there were a thing, but either way, I do like whenever the characters kind of get together. I mean, kind of makes it feel like these characters aren't just there to be inserted into a battle scene, that they actually do have relationships and they do form bonds. But again, I guess I kind of seen it coming with Kaminari and Jiro, but sure, okay, we'll go with it. But it seems like what it comes down to is that's who Kaminari thought of when he thought of somebody to protect. Doesn't mean they're actually seeing each other or anything. Yes, technically with this little brief glimpse of Kaminari and Tokoyami, hanging out together and him saying how much he wants to help Jiro with this whole festival, like this is important to her, so that's I want to help and support her. It all makes sense in the end. But either way, I love seeing these guys just getting together and having relationships. It just kind of warms my heart. Gives them a fighting reason, not just power friendships, but actually, power of relationships. But yes, that's all leads up to probably the only time we're ever going to see Kaminari do something cool. Just like a certain character in Demon Slayer, just always useless, always screaming, always being a waste of space, and I'll never get the humor of the screaming annoying guy until finally they get that moment to shine, and he steps forward and absorbs all this lightning from this guy, and like I said, that's probably all we'll get from him, which was enough. I mean, honestly, if that lightning hit everybody, it would probably be very damaging to the entire team, but still, he's probably going to fall over and start puking. Doesn't he puke? I think he pukes. He's going to fall over, get nauseous, and that's probably going to be the end of his contributions to the team. Either way, cool moment for him. Really fantastic. We'll see what happens next episode. Like I said, I think, yes, getting Bunny Girl Thighs fight was great with this episode, but I think there's going to be something in the next episode. I'm already seeing Hawks and Twice. And I think with what we've seen in the previous episode 114, what it's kind of implying is that Hawks, this is my predictions, Hawks is going to be forced to have to keep Twice down. Like, whatever Hawks is doing in there, which I thought was kind of funny. We had this guy who, like, the entire last arc was obsessed with getting Twice. And the moment that everybody starts attacking the village, he starts blaming Twice. It's like, you wanted him. You wanted the dude. No. What it implied with what Hawks was thinking is obviously Hawks knows that Twice is a huge threat. Like, he is literally half of the army. And so he's going to know that once they're attacking, he's going to have to go stop Twice. Like, I need to focus everything on keeping him in spot because otherwise this entire mission will fail. So I kind of assume that Hawks will immediately go to Twice and try to hold him still. But I don't think Hawks wants to take him down. And again, I kind of go back to what I said in the last episode, which a lot of people kind of replied and cued me. And yes, technically there's not a law, but they're not the justice. They're not the jury system. They want to capture and then bring them to the justice system. So the idea here is that Hawks, I don't think, wants to take down Twice. But again, this is my predictions. I think it's going to come down to Hawks having to decide if he's going to take out Twice. And I'm really curious, again, like I said last episode, how dark it's going to get. If Hawks really does truly see that they need to take down this group, and Twice is essentially the winning ticket for the bad guys, will he let Twice get away? Will he let Twice fight back and flee? And I think it's going to come down to do or die. And so we'll see. We'll see. Please, no spoilers in the comments. Please. Last episode, you guys did fantastic. I thank you guys so much for keeping the spoilers in check. I heard a lot of people saying, hey, yeah, get ready, get ready, get ready. You have no idea what's coming. I appreciate people keeping the spoilers in check. As always, I think the people that watch my videos, I could not ask for a better community of people. I think the only area that I get really dangerous in is Mushoku Tensei. For some reason, there's a lot of people that don't realize what spoilers are spoilers. So I have a team of people that have to keep an eye on my Mushoku Tensei video. Maybe I need to find somebody that knows My Hero Academia spoilers. Not that I'm like, not if like, if something gets spoiled in My Hero Academia, I probably wouldn't be too bugged. Like, I don't love the series that much, like Mushoku Tensei. But I will admit that, like, characters, deaths, and stuff like that, and yes, how dark it gets, I want to get to that point when it gets to that point, even though the villain arc's pretty much already foreshadowed a lot of stuff. But anyways, we'll see. I'm cautiously very excited for next week. Hope you guys will join me then, because I'm pretty sure I'll probably make a video at that point. But that's my thoughts on episode 115. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. Comment. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And yes, again, keep spoilers in check. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. I greatly appreciate everybody that supports the channel. And y'all take care.